Okay, so in this duel, I started off with Gold Moon Coin, which is add 2 cards from my hand to my opponent. I think I switched Time Wizard and Big Win to his hand. And I set my Path of Destiny. I gave him Time Wizard, and I gave him Big Win. On his turn, MST's my Path of Destiny, which I actually activate that. So then I activate Lucky Chance because it's being destroyed now. If it for Path of Destiny, if it lands on heads for either person, it'll be 2,000 life points you gain, and if it's tails, they take 2,000. So I gained and my opponent lost. Summons Spirit Reaper and uses Preparation of Rites, which adds 1 level 7 lower monster from your lower ritual monster from your deck to your hand, and add 1 ritual spell from your graveyard. Well, he didn't have any in his graveyard, but with Spirit Reaper, it can't be destroyed by battle, but if it attacks, it discards a card from your opponent's hand. And he set Big Win. And he got rid of Time Wizard. My turn. I summon Misjudge on this attack. So, that's Needleworm. I summon Karoo, and I lose. I lost. Wait, 5 cards. I lost Fairy Box, Tower Doom, Twin Barrel Dragon, Fairy Box, and Abari Ushioni. I wanted the double Fairy Box, but, you know. Big win. Nope. Yep. Twin Barrel Dragon. Woo! Looks like I'm about to win. Jeragumo to summon Arcana Force EX Light Ruler. So, when this card is normal, summon, toss a coin, and gain appropriate effect. Heads, when this card destroys an opponent's monster, sends it to the graveyard. Target 1 card in your graveyard and add it to my hand. Or tails, during either player's turn, when the spell/trap card or monster effect targets your card is activated, this card loses 1,000 attack points, and you negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. But he flipped Maneater Bug, destroying my strongest card in my deck. He sets Morphing Jar. I have nothing. He flips Morphing Jar. He does not. He sets Sangan and Dark Hole. I got nothing. I got Blowback Dragon. You got Pre-Preparation of Rites, which adds a ritual spell from your deck to your hand, and add 1 ritual monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand that's listed on that ritual spell. You can only activate this once per turn. Then he activates Black Illusion Ritual, which summons Relinquished by discarding Time Wizard. I just drew Twin Barrel Dragon. I got 2 heads, destroying Sangan, which I should have destroyed Relinquish and then destroyed another one. Because he probably would have activated Call the Haunted if I destroyed Relinquish in general. He takes control of my Twin Barrel Dragon. My Time Wizard was discarded. I summoned a Bari Ushioni, and I got I said tails, and it was heads, and he discards 5 more cards. Pause. I lose another Bari Ushioni, a Misjudge, Path of Destiny, which could have helped, a Karoo, and a Super Poly. And I have 3 Time Wizard tomorrow. Excuse me. So I get a whole new hand. He's activating Relinquish Fusion. Fusion summon when eyes restrict. Fuse a monster from your extra deck by banishing materials from your hand, field, and/or graveyard during your main phase. You can banish this card from your graveyard and target one effect monster your opponent controls. Equip it to that target. Equip that target to an Eyes Restrict Fusion monster or relinquish you control as if it was equipped by that monster's effect. You can only use this card once per turn. So he gets rid of Relinquished and Twin Barrel to summon Thousand Eyes Restrict. Then he activates Pre-Preparation of Rites and brings out Relinquished and brings out another Gravekeeper's Servant. He attacks me for 1200. I set Proton Blast, activate Cup of Ace. I draw 2 cards. I activate Dark Sanctuary and summon Krayrule. Forgetting I can't attack. Dark Rites activates, which, if a spirit message would be placed on your field Destiny board, forgetting on the Destiny board, going to the bottom, when your opponent's monster declares an attack, toss a coin. If the result is heads, negate the attack, and if you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to half the current attack's monster. I chained Proton Blast. Once per turn, it's a continuous card. So once per turn, if an effect card tosses a coin, immediately after it resolves, apply the following effect, depending on the number of heads. 1. Inflict 500 damage. 2. Destroy 1 card your opponent controls. 3. Look at your opponent's hand and discard 1 card. When an effect is activated, it tosses a coin 2 or more times. Banish this card from the graveyard. Treat all as heads. Then I chained Head Judging. When a monster on the field activates the effect, you can make the activating player toss a coin and call it. If they call it right, send this to the graveyard. If they call it wrong, negate the effect's activation, and if you do, change the control of that monster to their opponent. You can only use this effect Head Judging once per turn. I lose 200. My head's heads, tails. Proton Blast does nothing. I summon Jirai Gumo. He's got Dark Hole, baby. Uh-oh. I'm down to 1 card. And I cannot attack. He's got Morphing Jar. I've got Gambler of Legend. Once per turn, toss a coin 3 times and apply the appropriate effect. 3 heads, destroy all monsters. 2 heads, discard 1 random card from your opponent's hand. 1 head, destroy 1 card you control. 3, discard your entire hand. I think I discarded his hand. Yeah, I did discard his hand. And Proton Blast wins! I destroy Gravekeeper Servant. Woo woo!